Congratulations.
Champions.
As you know us, we are hospitable guys. There is no way we'll start the video without telling you, welcome back to the channel. Okay. In today's video, I want to point out a few things that are happening.
Regulations again.
Yeah. Some things are flying out. Some things are flying out of the window. Okay. It is disappointing. You know, I'm a Formula One fan. Love me some racing. I cannot drive the car, obviously, because I'm not there. But I will tell you this. When my team is losing, I don't like it. Okay? When one of the people on the team is causing the rest of the team to be in a place that they should not be, I don't like it. And I think that we should all take the same approach to how we look at our economy. There's a reason why, for the longest of times, there is this phrase saying that America has the strongest economy, the number one economy in the world, the most advanced economy in the world. Who is ever satisfied with rowing back from first place?
Sure. Nobody will ever want to be second place.
Okay. So I'm trying to ask the Americans, are you guys telling me that at some point in time it was written in this your constitution that you will now accept that you are losers? Because that's what is happening here. You see, regulations, crypto regulations, okay, it refers to this legal norms and directives implemented by governments worldwide. In some cases, some governments are accepting it, embracing it.
How about the fact that non-elected so-called leaders?
This is true. Non-elected leaders are also they've been giving heavy input, man. These guys have been getting extremely bold too. Like, what is going on?
Imagine the banks helping Elizabeth Warren write regulations. How is that possible in America?
You know, in this last video we just recorded, I said that they entrap people in here by keeping them working and paying for bills. I think if you're also working all the time and paying for bills, you don't have time to even pay attention to the crazy things that these people are doing around you. So they keep everybody busy,
staying entertained and in debt,
working. But what will happen when everyone loses their job or cannot afford anything and now they are all looking at you? I think that this is when these people run away or whatever the case might be. Now, while some nations are embracing it, other nations are putting these predatory things in place. And as a result, okay, because you know, we've said before, you know, this Bitcoin battle is peaceful. It's peaceful battle.
Hey man,
Okay.
we ain't shooting nobody. We're not blowing nobody up.
Yeah.
We're not coming for your gold.
There is no need. We already understand we cannot win that battle. Everybody acknowledges that.
We're just trying to fix the environment.
Yeah. Everybody acknowledges that we cannot win that one anymore. So you know, I think that we sound extremely passionate about these things because this is a piece of art. What we are looking at these days, Bitcoin and most of these blockchains. You see, a lot of times when these regulations start becoming too oppressive, what happens is that these companies will now pick up themselves and leave the environment and say, we don't like this, we're going to go somewhere else where we are more welcome.
It's more friendly.
Okay, I think that if we look at it, you will see that this is part of the reasons why Dubai is rising to this point of the new financial capital. They have not been antagonistic.
Singapore, Hong
Right.
Kong.
Exactly. They've not been antagonistic towards the Bitcoin and all the other cryptocurrency things. But now, we see that consensus voices the concerns over the IRS proposed rulemaking for crypto. Okay. Essentially, we're not going to read through this. We're just going to run through what is happening here. Nice AI picture there. That's amazing.
I know, man.
Yeah, it looks very powerful.
The eagle looking at
Look at
hawkish.
that, man. Can you? I know, right? Look at that massive ego. I wonder if people can tell what AI pictures look like at this point in time now, because that it's totally taken over the internet. Anyway, you see, blockchain company Consensus has urged careful consideration from the IRS. Essentially, they're telling the IRS like, "Yo, what the fuck are you guys doing? You better check yourself, or we're not gonna freaking do any business with you." But we'll nicely say, has urged the careful consideration from the IRS regarding proposed crypto regulations, citing concerns over complexity and potential industry overhaul. When they say overhaul, I think this is exiting, is it not? They're just going to reschedule somewhere else. Or in some cases, they might now terminate or limit the access to the US citizens, right? Because in a blog post on December 21st, Consensus, a blockchain software developer behind MetaMask and Infura, raised concerns over the proposed IRS regulations for digital asset brokers. And
Oh yeah.
remember
Yeah,
that one?
yeah, yeah. Like if you're using VPN or if you're using any tool, you're a broker.
Well, there is that part that is in there, but I think in this one as well, one of the things that they're pointing out is the fact that obviously the IRS, if you remember recently, they hired a ton of agents.
Is it 8,000 or so?
Yes, to get out there and get after the American people, man. The mafia hired some people. We need our money back.
And they said they were going after the super rich, but guess what they went after?
Oh God, yeah, they went after the super rich, right in the middle. Now here's the thing. It seems that strategy has not been working, so now they are now turning the burden over to the crypto or to this
Software
sort of
developers,
right? The software developers. And now they want to task the software developers, at least from how it sounds like in the regulations, they want to task the software developers with being responsible for reporting the people's transaction.
Oh, that was that old digital asset broker's definition of a broker.
Yes. Yeah. So instead of them coming to be the ones oppressing you, right? Because then they're going to look absolutely tyrannical.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we're here trying to stop you from doing what, they have to still try to skate around that, what do they call it? Constitution, right? They want to take the private companies and make it seem as though they are the ones who want this.
It all makes sense, right? You work for your money. In the current fiat system, they control and they constantly steal from you.
Yes.
So now you're saying you need an exit, but no, you're not exiting this shit.
Exactly.
We're still coming for you.
Still coming right at you. But you see, that is problematic because when these companies go into business, their objective is to make profits, not to, I guess, prey. Well, they're still going to prey on you, but not to enforce laws on the same people that you're supposed to be serving, but more specifically, laws that are not necessarily friendly to the same people that they are serving.
What do they want to know? Why do they need to know what I'm doing with my energy?
They want to know how much you made. They want to know how much transactions, went in and out, how much profit you made in the crypto space. And so now they can now try to tax you for it. But the crazy thing about it is, if you never left the crypto space, which means you never touch fiat, which is what the IRS is, a fiat taxation industry, then what is the effect? What is the purpose of this thing anyway? Other than that, they're now trying to maybe attach some addresses to your name and then maybe send the 8,000 people after you for some reason. But then again, you still have not touched fiat. So there is not a taxable event.
KYC madness. So that they can track you.
Brother, I want to just point out something at this point in time, okay? KYC was something that we were all fearing at some point. At this point in time, we have all been KYC. We have all been KYC and they're still having a difficult time. When are they going to take some action? I'm not saying you should come for me first because you've seen this video. I'm just asking a genuine question. When are you guys going to take action? Okay. When are you guys going to come out and be like, hey, we have seen that this is how this blockchain thing works. When you go here, we know that this is you. When you go here, we know that this is you. When you send a coin from X to Z, right? And so we are going to be intersecting you at this point. Maybe at the point from when you go from a cryptocurrency to a stable coin, right? USDC or something. Which means that, okay, you are now integrating a stable coin into the IRS system with your name and address attached to it and everything like that, so that they can get their taxes. That is what I have not seen. Because I strongly believe that if they had achieved that, then Gary Gensler will suddenly have the rules for crypto regulations.
It's like they're trying to cheat. Put in the work. You go create your own coin. And then use that to tax people.
Look at marijuana, for example.
That just happened today. Did you see what happened with that?
What happened with that?
Biden literally said that if you've gotten a case on you for using marijuana for the past few amount of years, I'm not sure how many years, it's getting striked.
Oh, they're releasing them out.
Releasing, like, literally no offense.
I think that is good news, but I think that also has some serious consequences. Okay, because first of all, I think that everyone who not everyone, but most people probably got busted for that type of stuff. We're probably not bad people. They're probably just people just trying to have a good time.
Yep.
But when you put someone locked up in a place that is so gruesome, and they all come out at this point in time, and they have nothing, and they see everyone else has progressed, I think that there is some consequences to that.
I mean, that's what CFTC and IRS and SEC are saying with crypto. Like, oh, it's used for
exactly. So
financing crime.
But once the thing, actually, you know what's crazy? There was actually another article I saw that said something about the crypto investigations are now no longer after these crypto investigations actually no longer after terrorist financing.
Yep, they're after retail investors
it's
now.
Actually investors.
Yep.
But then it also went on to say that over 50% of these investigations that they're having, okay, on people who've not paid their taxes involve cryptocurrency. Okay. I want to just branch here for a moment and remind you of something called a network effect. If 50% of the investigations, and let's say the 50% of those investigations is clearly not a total of the US population, right? 50% of the investigations involve cryptocurrency.
Early adopters,
right? Well, the millennials are the biggest group in the workforce right now. So I would say probably a massive amount of that 50% is millennials and Gen X.
The Lambo boys.
Okay. Let's connect another dot here. If you look at adoption, you see that crypto right now is rising up.
Because of millennials and Gen Zs investing in it.
So now you will follow them to me that by the time they take their next breath, their investigation is not going to be 50%. It's probably going to be about, 55, 60. Rolled out over some years. And you will see that it is going to increase at an exponential rate.
The entire workforce, right?
Exactly. So now, if it becomes that, 70% of the country is holding cryptocurrency, which at this point in time, I imagine that everyone is probably transacting in the same cryptocurrencies, especially considering the bull run market
that is coming up.
No one is going to be able to see that and say, I'm ignoring this. They will touch it at least once.
IRS want to make some money.
Yeah. Well, but I think that's really unfortunate now because they will not be able to tax them because they're all still going into this crypto thing. So everybody let's not say everybody, but the majority of people now might be involved in these crypto investigations. I think that at that point in time, the IRS going around investigating people for not paying their taxes starts to become null and void, and more starts to become a question of how do these people transform themselves, bring themselves to the 21st century where the rest of us are, instead of trying to drag the whole population backward into that system. I don't know anybody who is extremely excited, jumping at the front of the line to pay Uncle Sam. So I think that that's a reality that we have to also consider. It's one of the options that is there. I think all this talk about the ETF and all of these things. Listen, speaking of this adoption, okay, Double O, you shared off some interesting information here, by the way. Let's share screen here. Because I think it's good for people to really see some of these numbers here, right? We're looking at, what is it, Solana, Visa, Ethereum, and the Bitcoin Lightning Network right now.
Yes, sir.
What does this tell us here?
Literally, basically tells you that IRS might be sour all they want to. Literally, they can be sour all they want to.
Yeah.
But the people have found a better way to transact with one another in a more efficient and cost-effective way. So why is the IRS cock-blocking?
That's a good question.
I mean, look at that. It's much faster. It's immediate. Lesser fees.
Guy, even when
privacy
you file your taxes, man, a lot of times they don't even return your money to you quick enough. They drag on your money, man.
No, to me, I see the IRS just stepping on people's neck just to be the IRS.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's no longer effective.
I mean, actually, the regulations, the rules do not exist yet. So how do you reverse a rule for technology that have moved faster than you creating the rules? You just have to say from 2025 going forward, you're going to do X, Y, and Z, not going back after people for you not doing your job.
Well, I think that in this case, it's a bit more than even from 2025 going on forward. I think this is more of a case where they need to do work. Because if you look at all the blockchain stuff, it's like there's this common saying, right? Fitting a square into a circle. They need to get on the blockchain. They need to become
part of the blockchain system. Yeah.
If they're going to work with this thing, because
and at that point, that's part of the whole adoption, because now the government I see what
which
you
makes
say.
the rest of us only continue to win. Do you see how this works?
Yes. Yo, man, for you to win this battle, you need to also get in the blockchain space. Literally, you have to start buying the coin.
But if you get in the blockchain space, you only enable the rest of us to win even harder than you are winning. Imagine that the IRS has to keep their funds in Bitcoin. What will happen to your Bitcoin?
Because imagine trying to convert your Bitcoin into fiat because of you want to pay taxes.
Yes.
No, I want to pay you back in Bitcoin because of that is why you're taxing me, not in fiat.
But we'll be paying them dominated in dollars. Okay.
They'll be losing.
But now that they have to put their money in Bitcoin, what happens to the value of your Bitcoin?
It goes up.
See.
Another thing.
Yeah.
The US government got a big fat bill to pay.
Well, one thing is that these people have just been straight up robbing people with them Bitcoins, man.
Of course. Plus they gotta use the IRS to go collect more money to try to pay off the interests on the debt. But what you just said makes sense. For them to better pay off that interest, they need to be collecting that money in Bitcoin and storing it in Bitcoin.
But nobody's paying them in Bitcoin. But for them to do that, okay, if they don't want their fiat, which they're currently holding, right, to go down in value.
It's already going down in value right now.
Yes, but how would they protect it from going down in value?
Put it in Bitcoin.
Okay. And once again, what happens to the value of our Bitcoin?
Are you going to come back and tax it? I haven't sold it yet.
Or they could print more money, right? And that is going to inflate the shit out of my 401k or my stocks. And then I can sell these stocks and get into Bitcoin. Whichever way they want to go, we win.
Entrapment.
Oh, Lord, this is crazy. Listen, man, Satoshi checkmate these people so hard. It's freaking stupid.
Keep fighting, okay? Keep fighting. Instead of you adapting, keep fighting.
Listen, they say never give up, okay?
This is one of those things you give up, bro.
Never give up, okay? If you give up, you're a quitter, okay? And we know that you guys are the IRS, man. It is only winning that you know, okay? Check this out. People on Solana can send transactions, and it's going to take about 0.4 seconds.
Talking of Solana, right? You know, people say, "Hey, Bitcoiners don't carry shit coins."
Yeah.
I'm still trying to recover from my shit coins
from
last bull market.
It is what it is. I have Bitcoin. Okay, leave me the hell alone. I'm gonna go do whatever the hell I want to do with the rest of my money. I've bought Bitcoin. What else now? What else? I'm buying more Bitcoin. What else?
I got some good news though.
What's that?
I am finally up on my Solana.
You up on your Solana?
Oh yeah.
Gains, brother. Don't let you go back down.
I know I'm buying more Bitcoin.
Yeah, you sure to collect your profit.
You know what? I was such a Bitcoiner. I did not dollar cost average when that shit went out to $12 or $16. I have to wait all the way to $90 to get caught back up.
See, there you go. Listen, man, I love Bitcoiners. I understand their message. I understand where they're coming from. But here's the thing. Here on Earth, there's just variety of everything. Yes. Even if you want to call it degeneracy, man, there's variety of degeneracy.
There's variety of currencies.
Okay. It's like going to McDonald's every day. Why do you want to go to McDonald's every day? Sometimes you have to go to KFC. Sometimes you have
Burger
to go
King.
You understand? There's many ways you can be unhealthy.
Hey, wait a second, man. Burger King and KFC got appeals for that ad.
They're going out of business. Nobody knows them anyway.
I said Bitcoin. Maybe they won't go out of business.
Well, if they accept Bitcoin, you know. But here's the thing, brother. It's like, we are just in a place now where, if you look at this thing, if you see Visa, for example, right, it takes about 3 to 5 seconds. That's the speed of a transaction there. The cost is going to cost you about 20 cents to do that on Visa.
Oh, no. Don't do that in Nigeria, though. It's costing more than that.
Well, watch our video on Double's experience in Nigeria recently. Yeah, you'll be blown away. Throughput, 65,000 on Solana, 65,000 on Visa, 500 to 5,000 on Ethereum, right? Which, by the way, I remember back when, man, we really got to go back and find our old videos, because we kept telling people that Ethereum is going to do this thing where they go from proof of work to proof of stake, and it's not going to do shit for the transaction fees.
Yep.
Okay? It just takes well, let me not say common sense, because at least for us, maybe there's some things that we
stack
see.
sense.
Yeah, it takes STAKK sense, essentially, is what it is. But we said it, and it is still that case. When it comes to privacy, you see that it is poor on Solana. How many times have they been hacked now? Right?
Hey, man.
It is poor on the banks. They see everything you're doing. And of course, what is poor medium? It's either good or it's not. Okay, supposed to be serving privacy. Privacy is privacy. Okay.
Yup.
Fault tolerance obviously is not the case, but when you compare all of these things next to the Lightning Network on Bitcoin, I think it speaks for itself, man.
Telling me that's why we've been pushing for all these app developers to get on the Lightning Network. All this shittery going on with the mempool and all these ordinals.
Yeah,
we wouldn't have to deal with it if everybody was on the Lightning Network.
it's okay. It's okay. Some people have to learn the long way. If you look at Solana people, okay, how long were they on Solana? Then they got dragged from from proof of work,
proof of stake,
to upgrades on upgrades on upgrades on upgrades, to the point where they were now finally going to proof of stake from proof of work, right? And then they staked all the coins and held everyone's coins. I don't even know if they've given those coins back. I know that the one that I held on Coinbase,
staking is still staked.
Yeah, I still cannot get it out of Coinbase.
Yep.
Right? And after all of this dragging, then these people came to realize that, oh wait, Bitcoin is the way to go.
Yep.
And then they've showed up on Bitcoin, and I think that they're starting from step one, like everybody else, because
they've gone mad, man. These guys have gone crazy lately.
Oh, the
Ethereum ordinals on Bitcoin. I mean,
I think they're going to learn, because I think Bitcoin just teaches this lesson. This page will not scroll right now, but if you look, there was over 300 and something blocks waiting to be mined. We are waiting to be confirmed on the block, right? So we have 355 right now. But here's one thing I'll also point out to everyone at this point in time. What you look at here is adoption. Okay?
Yep.
What you look at here is saying that Bitcoin is not going back. This thing is here to stay, and this is how people are going to be transacting for long into the future. I think that this thing now is definitely delaying my transactions to be going, but the transaction is already on chain.
Talking of
It's
that,
inevitable.
Man,
Yeah.
I think this is a way to stall the minions from boosting all the fiat into Bitcoin once the ETF gets approved.
This is true. Well, here's the thing: just buy the Bitcoin.
It's still gonna go.
Because again, this is social engineering. People look at, oh well, the mempool is busy, and then you might be like, well, I'll buy when the mempool is not. Buy the Bitcoin. Buy the Bitcoin, because at the end of the day, as long as it's on the Bitcoin network,
blockchain,
there, man, that transaction must come.
Your money is yours
to pass. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, we're in a different time, different place, and we hope that the people that we see as reasonable, I mean, some of them are just irrelevant now. Okay, I think that they just need to find a way to reinvent themselves. Like they always say, right? Reinvent yourself. Push forward. If you look at all the wealthy people in America, when they go to these colleges for their talks and everything like that, what do they tell the youth? Always be innovative. Always be pushing yourself forward. Never be stifled. And it's the same thing. You know, the class has come back to you. Do the same. Get on the Bitcoin network, on the Bitcoin standard.
Do the right thing.
And we'll all be good. Okay? Anything to add to this one? Sure.
No, I think we've said it all. Hey. The IRS can say all it wants to do. SEC can push back all it wants to do. But it just seems like this is a major checkmate this time around.
We'll continue to pay our taxes.
Just pay the tax. I mean, come on, man.
We'll continue to pay our taxes.
Get your gains and pay the taxes.
Yeah, we'll pay our taxes in fiat. It's the least we can do to contribute to, you know, this, how would you say? It's like charity. There we go. So, nothing else I can say.
Pay off the interest on that loan.
And, you know, even the loan calculation things these days, at some point, you really need to pump the brakes before you really pay a loan, because, this starts going to opportunity cost, brother. And I think that the calculations of opportunity costs have transformed.
Are you saying America shouldn't pay off its loan and just buy Bitcoin?
What loan, bro? They printed all the money. What loan? There is no loan. Okay? There is no loan, because at the end of the day, let's say everything just went boom, stop right now, right? Okay. Who is going to suddenly be pissed off because, like, yo, I'm out $300 trillion or whatever it is now?
Japan, China.
Oh. Look at that.
Well, those guys are buying Bitcoin. Like,
they also printed their money. Where did they get that kind of money from?
Oh, yeah, true that.
They all printed it, man. It's all the same thing. You know what I mean? So if they want to be mad that, hey, I printed money and put it in your stuff and you're not giving back my printed money, fine. You guys have a printer convention. Stand there and print each other's currencies real fast.
Bretton Woods Agreement version 2.
Exactly. Print and pay back. Print and pay back each other, man. It has nothing to do with those of us on the Bitcoin standard. It has nothing to do with the rest of society. People just want to be able to store their value in a way that cannot be manipulated with. Period. That is how we started. And I think that is back to where we are in a digital form. It's literally trade by barter. I was telling someone.
It's a digital trade by barter.
It's starting back from the beginning.
Back to the beginning, the way it should be.
Exactly. Except now they cannot touch it with their hands.
They can try.
Checkmate, baby. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Please do not forget to subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, man. Pay your taxes.
Yes. Pay your taxes for watching this video with a little bit of a like and a subscription as well. We are also over on X, STAKK, and of course on Spotify. Incredible video, incredible times we live in. We hear that bull market is coming. So good. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, present out.
Double O.
Oh, wait, and Merry Christmas to you because you probably not see us again for a while. And thank you for rocking with us all 2023.
Oh, yeah.
It has been one heck of a year, you know what I mean?
Hello.
Another year in the book for stacks, man. We're still rolling. And you know, I think that 2024, let me pause it here. I'm sorry that we keep dragging out this video like this, but 2024, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the year of greatness for STAKK. It's going to be the year of greatness for many people around the world.
Yes, sir.
Align yourself properly so that you can start to begin to take these benefits that are coming your way, these blessings that are coming your way. Because the more you keep standing in your own path with ideas that you have heard from other people that have not given you any evidence that what they are saying is holding strong substance.
Holding water.
Okay. Then you'll just be there. But I'm telling you, 24, year of blessings. So please, go and collect yours.
Pop, champagne. We go pop champagne.
Emotional damage.
Yes, we're breaking the soundboard for the end of the year. Okay. Well, thank you for rocking with us, folks. Peace.